Now, let's talk about recovery, because we want to do this. We want to get the benefit of it in the session, but we want to be able to recover from it so that we can start our next week in good state of recovered, replenished body and feeling good about it and not fearing these long zone 2 sessions, but beginning to really embrace and like doing them. So this is the time for replenishment. This is the Saturday after the run, Saturday all day afternoon. This is the time, if there's any time, to think about replenishing carbohydrate for protein, etc. Let's start with protein. Clearly, at this point, after such a quite draining session, a fluid form of protein is going to be the easiest for the digestive system to process, absorb. You have about a 30 to 60 minute window post-exercise for maximal absorption of amino acids into the muscle tissue, etc. Now, I would recommend, when we're talking about this type of load of training, even though it's submaximal, it's zone 2 and slow, it's still very taxing on the muscles. There is absolutely still micro muscle damage to the tissues. Our recommendation here would be somewhere in the 50 to 70 grams of whey protein in terms of a dosage level. So if you're to take our Revival product, you'll need to add a scoop of natural whey protein isolate. We suggest the isolate. It's going to be much easier on the gut than the whey protein concentrate. So I would stick with the isolate. And then your choice, whether it's banana or berries or what have you, add to that to give you some of that carbohydrate. Again, this is not the period to really limit or hold back. It's fine. Whole foods at this point is fine. On the carb side, these carbs, as you take them in at this point, within an hour or so, 2 hours after having this type of training session, they're rapidly going to move into the liver and the muscle to replenish those stores of glycogen. It's going to have very little effect on fat ox efficiency. You've already established your credits in the training program. Stick with, again, the starches, again, keep them through the day, keep them quality, potatoes, rice. If you enjoy bread and it doesn't affect, there's no problem with gluten, etc. But mix it again with quality, vegetable oils, avocado, cheeses, meats, etc., so that it is a more complex, dense nutrient food through the Saturday. Let's just for a quick second, though, just talk more about what else to do straight after the run. And again, this is within the hour or two after the run or the bike ride. When you're getting back home, warm baths, obviously hot water, and immersing yourself in that 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to dilate the capillaries and move fluids through the muscles and helping that recovery. Keep moving through the day. It's very attractive to obviously sit down and lie down, but walking around, gardening or shopping or a light swim, it's just going to have enough muscle contraction that's going to help the lymphatics in the blood move through the muscles to help flush, the byproducts of such a training session. And like I said, continue to feed well through the day. Is not a problem with taking on, again, quality nutrient, dense nutrition, whether that is vegetable, whether that is cheeses or meats, some starch, plain water, etc., through the day. And then in the evening, again, quality rest. I've run some of these Monday Mind Shares on the role of chamomile to improve your next day HRV scores. I would also, we're looking to do more work on this to really show the numbers associated with this, but I would even add to the chamomile the use of, not in the tea, but as something to eat at the end of the day. Fermented milks or yogurts, etc., are showing to have positive effects also on next day recovery and HRV scores. Let's talk about the Sunday. So this is the day after your zone 2 long session. Start again with whey protein, with the Revival, etc. Again, it probably doesn't need to be as high as we had just after the run, because through the Sunday, you're going to be obviously absorbing and eating other forms of protein. You can be a little more aggressive with more solid proteins because there's just a lot less demand, if you will, on the gut, and it can handle it well. But start the day with some quality whey protein isolate and Revival, etc., to facilitate further improving the recovery, both muscle and, frankly, immune and mind functions also. I would highly encourage on the day after to, at some point during the day. So in our scenario, we talked about Saturday morning as the run. On the Sunday, I'd highly encourage a midday or sometime during the day a nap. And this is not a, with phone, tablet, or TV. This is a real sleep. This will absolutely bring your HRV values back up come Monday morning. This will absolutely support more of that recovery to both tissue, adrenal function, mind, etc., as we prepare to do it all again the following week. So zone 2 aerobic sessions, they are absolutely taxing on the body. We have to learn how to embrace them. And by doing that, these are so critical to our fat oxidation energy system. So we have to learn how to embrace them. And that means preparing well on the Friday night, executing well for maximum impact and value and return from that effort, and recovering well so that you can enjoy them and do it all again and learn to love these sessions. They're really critical to our fat ox and to our metabolic flexibility. I hope this helps. I hope you have a great week. And for all of you out there, go longer, and we'll catch up soon. Thanks again. Bye.